Good evening, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Rich again here for your third and final video blog of the day for June 28, 2014, Saturday night, around 8:10 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. The sun's going down. Hope you enjoyed your day today. Another nice sunny day here in New England with low humidity and perfect summer weather. Got one more day of it into the Triple H's come. Hazy, hot, and humid for the whole week. Get used to it because we're going to probably be in this weather pattern for at least several weeks, on and off. But that's okay. It's summertime. It's better than cold and snow. On to some little news items. Colombia beat Uruguay in the World Cup by the score of 2-0, and they advanced to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. And it's official. The winningest goaltender in NHL history, Martin Brodeur, is officially done with the New Jersey Devils. He's not going to return to them next year. And there's already 6 teams interested in Martin Brodeur's services. He's probably going to be a backup because he's 42 years old. And he said 2014-2015 is his last NHL season, which I think he should retire right now because he's done it all. He wants to play one more season, but he's going to have limited playing time. He probably only played 20-25 games, and he says he wants to win a cup, but most of the teams that he's interested in, they have a number one goaltender or a solid backup, so he might be trying to beat the solid backup for the backup job. But that wouldn't be good if the solid backup doesn't have options to go back to the minor leagues. So that's a problem. We'll wait and see where he's going to sign, if he signs at all. And now on to my personality profile subject of the night. It's about Boston Celtics radio play-by-play announcer Sean Grande. Sean Grande has been with the Celtics since the 2001-2002 season as a radio play-by-play voice, and he does. His radio partner is Cedric Maxwell. Grande and Max have called the most Celtics games in history behind Mike Gorman and Johnny Most. Sean Grande has a great style of play-by-play voice. He's real popular around town, in Boston area. He also from time to time subs in to the Red Sox games on the radio, and also on several sports talk show host on the Sports Hub, WEI, and Comcast Sportsnet New England. Sean Grande grew up in New York, and he was a big wrestling fan. He's like a great wrestling fan. In fact, from time to time, you might hear Sean Grande on wrestling podcast. Sean Grande started his radio career in Boston as a program director of WEEI, and then he went to Minnesota to be the play-by-play announcer of the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Minnesota Lynx of the WNBA. Then he did some work on ABC Sports college football for about 2 years. This was before ABC Sports became ESPN on ABC. He actually called the 2001 Citrus Bowl, which is now the Capital One Bowl, to a national television audience, and then since it is back since 2001, 2002, Sean Grande's been doing the radio voice of the Celtics, and from time to time, I think Grande is one of the best play-by-play announcers for basketball, and if like Mike Gorman ever decides to retire from doing the games from Comcast Sportsnet, I bet I wouldn't be surprised if Sean Grande gets promoted to the television side of things. It probably will happen one of these days, and that would be good for Sean Grande. And that's all about that I have to say about him. Well, tomorrow we have at least 3 to 6 more six more blogs. Depends how I feel about doing more than 3 blogs a day. If there's breaking news, I might do a special one, or if there's something on my mind, because these blogs are getting to be more and more popular, and more people are getting to like it, and I like the feedback, and Hey, and if any of my Facebook friends or YouTube followers has ideas what I could talk about, send me a PM, private message, and I'll talk about that subject. I will not talk about politics, religion, or anything personal stuff, because that's not my deal. Well, from the Man Cave in Billerica, Massachusetts, this is Rich signing off for the night. Good night, everybody.